Whew, 11th try. Okay, let's make it. So, October 2025, I would like to present you my newest weakness box. And let's get to the core of our deck. The core is, as you see, Ens Zorua and its evolution, Ens Zoroark. It's powerful attacker, and at the same time we're using trait ability to draw cards and to get rid of unwanted cards. Now we have two support Pokemons. One is to help us get another cards in our hand. Fez, very staple in like mostly every deck. And the next Pokemon here is Munkidori, which help us to get rid of some damage on our side of the board and to fix some math. We are using and copying, rather said, Ens Reshiram attack, Virtuous Flame and Powerful Rage. So we're hitting usually for 170, and if not, like we're usually using the first attack to get a big 2 prize knockout. Here we have the first grass type weak Pokemon, grass type hitting Pokemon, let's say. It's a Scovillain that can hit for 180 if the reversal is active, because the attack says if this Pokemon has any fire energy attached, this attack does 90 more damage. So into Grimmsnarl, into Charizard, we are hitting for 360 damage, which is like enough. We have Eevee with boosted evolution ability that helps us when we, for example, don't set up for the next turn because we had some kind of brick in our hand and we need to put some pressure, and we would prefer to go with one pricer. We can use Eevee and go immediately into Flareon, and Flareon's attack is, if your opponent's active Pokemon is Pokemon EX, this attack does 90 more damage, which means like if we face Steel Mass Ogerpon or Goldengo, we can one-shot them with one pricer, which is like very important. Luxray. Luxray is a specialty for Pidgeot EX because we can one-shot it thanks to it, and it's hitting very nice damage. And we will come back to it later, why it's the 180 damage on these 3 Pokemon very important. So, not last Pokemons we have here is Zorua and its evolution Zoroark from Shrouded Fable. Its attack Illusory Hijacking hits 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon EX in play. So if they, for example, overbench, or you can think of even Goldengo, Joltik, Raging Bolt, they usually put a lot of EXs on the board. We can punish them with one pricer and take a 2 prize knockout. And the last Pokemon here is Zoroark, the newest one from White Flare, and it has very good 2 attacks. First is Mind Jack, which we can use for 1 Dark Energy. This attack does 30 damage for each of our opponent's benched Pokemon, so we are usually hitting for 180. You see, once more it's 180 damage. And the next attack is Foul Play, which is like totally awesome. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. This is very powerful. We will use it in most of the matchups. For example, yesterday there was a situation I used this to leak. I went like 3-0-0, so 3 wins. It was just best of 1, you know, like I would wish there was best of 3, but there was no time. There was a situation when it was like the board was in literal checkmate, like opponent didn't have, they played Charizard EX with Dusknoir, they had 2 on the board. I went after the Dusknoir with Virtuous Flame, with Zoroark, and they then needed somehow to get rid of Capsakid, Zorua and Zoroark. And they couldn't do it all. They just went for Zoroark and they hoped I wouldn't find a combo to find some reversal and like evolutions to knock out the active Charizard EX. And they played maximum belt for Charizard EX to knock out my Zoro. And I think they took 4 prizes and we copied with foul play active Charizard EX. So like Charizard EX says like it does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. They had took 4 prizes, so 180 plus 120 is 300, and I can like spoil, we play Brave Bangle, and with Ignition Energy and Brave Bangle we just like knocked it out for 2 prizes and we won. So back to the deck list, we are using 2 reversal energies, it's usually enough. We are mostly attacking with Zoro, but these are just like helpful Pokemon, and sometimes we just need to go to hit like with 1 prizer to like offset the price rate. 2 Ignition Energy Ignitions are specialty for these Zoroarks, so we are keeping them for them. Or even like when we need to retreat Fez or like Monkey, we can do it. And now we have 6 Dark Energies. Okay, so now we can go into supporters. I'll put it back. Okay, we're playing for Arven. In a minute I will tell you why. 2 Hilda, because I really like the possibility to get not even like evolution Pokemon under being Buddy-Buddy, but our energies. So imagine like we used Artazon, which we play Buddy Poffin to get like Capsakid, for example, and then we just have Hilda and we have immediately the combo in our hands to knock out our opponent's active, or just put damage if we don't hit for weakness. And we play 1 boss and 1 Janine's Secret Art. Janine's is very useful here. I don't want to prize it. I was only thinking to get 2 of them in the deck, but I cannot find the real space. If I had space, I would put fighting weak Pokemon, fighting hitting Pokemon, like you can think of. I had it previously like Arven's Screw, which can hit like 240 into Iron Hands, but I cutted it because there was just too much of Pokemon, I think. And this helps us to put crucial energies into the board. So we are playing 2 Artazon to put our basics onto the board, and we play 2 Air Balloons for mobility and 1 Brave Bangle, which is another like top card of the deck in situations like Flareon, Scovillain, Luxray and first attack of Zoroark hit for 180 damage. Zoroark if there is like full bench on our opponent's side. And if we put Brave Bangle on it, we can suddenly hit Fez, we can suddenly hit Tealmask, Ogarpon, like those small like support Pokemons. It's very crucial in here. We're playing 4 Buddy Poffins. We're playing 1 Arven, 1 Ultra Ball, 1 Hyper Aroma. Hyper Aroma is our ace pack. I really enjoyed the most in here, because this is what we need, I think, in this deck. Secret Box is just too risky if you play it and discard, you know, like some very crucial cards, and I don't want it to happen. We need a lot of recovery, because we will be sometimes forced to discard our Fez, our Zoroarks to put them back later. That's why we have 2 Super Rods. We're playing 2 Counter Catcher, so we can help us in situation when we are behind, because this is weakness box. We need to activate our reversal energy to go from behind and attack. And we are playing Earthen Vessel and Ends PP up to help us get some energies into play. We are playing Janine's, Earthen and Ends to help us with some energy problems, and for sure Hilda. So I think it's like the bare minimum we need. I would even think of like adding like second PP up but we need to deal with the space. So Earthen Vessel and NSP PF. And that's the deck. You can try. I would modify it in the new format, the Mega Evolutions, and you will see after some time how it will be. Thank you for watching.